Milfoil Shaver, Remington, and by new Fisher Favorites Tropical Fruit and Nut Mix.
Let's take it to the
Buick dealers, LA Tech Light Gear. Energizer brand batteries, nothing outlasts the Energizer. They keep going and going and going. And by Miller Lite, great taste, less filling. Can your beer do this?
Full house on hand at Giants Stadium. The Cowboys strike quickly just before halftime. 42-yard pass to Michael Irvin from Aikman for the score. Dan, we had expected both running backs, Johnny Johnston for New York, Emmitt Smith for the Cowboys, to be key factors in the first half. They haven't been.
Yes, but we still have a half to go, and I wouldn't count either of them out. Both of them are responsible for the way both teams have a lot of success. Emmitt Smith has been held under check, as Johnny Johnston. Got to give the credit to the defensive side of the ball.
We chatted yesterday with a number of the Jet defenders about the problems they would face in confronting Emmitt Smith.
He's a very dangerous running back, and we just can't let him get out. We can't let him put him in situations one-on-one on our defensive backs, because most of the time he wins those situations.
A lot of times you see guys running, diving, and lunging and falling off the guy, and I think the key to bringing down a back of his caliber is to break down and make sure tackles.
We played him in 1990, and we knew back then that he was a good football player. We didn't think he was going to be as good as he is now. I don't think there's a running back in the league that has better balance and breaks more tackles than Emmitt Smith.
That 1990 game was a victory for the New York Jets. They won it here. Last time the two teams played. The series goes back to 1971. The Cowboys won the first meeting 52-10 in Dallas. They played here in 75. The Cowboys won that one and the other two games and lead the series 4-1. Murrell at the 1-yard line as the Jets get the ball to begin the second half, and Bron Marion is the first man down. He makes the tackle at the 21. Well, statistically, let's see how it broke down at the end of the first 30 minutes of play.
Pretty remarkable that when do you ever see this? Exactly the same amount of time of possession. Key has been the turnovers, but also those two plays by Aikman to Harper for 21 yards, and then the 42-yarder to Irvin for the touchdown is the difference in the game.
Esiason 10 of 17 for 82 yards. First and 10, first play of the second half. And again, Tolbert comes out to do the defensive job on Brad Baxter, who worked out of the backfield, and this time the pass is complete.
5-yard pickup.
The one thing that Esiason told us about the distance of their passes, they have to be able to throw the ball down the field more, open things back up. This has been pretty good for the 10 to 20 range, but this was that long pass that was knocked down by Larry Brown at the end of the second quarter.
Second down and 5. They hand it off on the deep handoff, and Johnson breaks tackles, moves out to the 30. That's a yard short of the first down. Darren Woodson, number 28, makes the tackle.
You just got a feeling that both Johnny Johnston and Emmitt Smith will figure big in this second half. That's really the trademark of all great running backs, is the more they carry, the more they wear down the defense, and instead of vice versa, instead of the player wearing down, they seem to break tackles and make more yards in second halves.
3rd and 1. Thornton's in as an extra tight end. Quarterback sneak, and Esiason will move the chain. That'll be a fresh series of downs for the Jets. Jets 8-5 coming in. North Carolina wins its game with Ohio State today.
Tony Tolbert made the stop.
And Indiana won as well.
First down, Jets from the 32.
1st and 10, New York. 7-0. Dallas leads. Opening moments, 3rd quarter. Cowboys back home against Washington next week, then back here against the Giants. Jets face Houston and Buffalo. Left side, bobbled by Baxter and dropped this time. And that's a should have had.
When Koslett told us that his team has to play on the top edge in all 3 phases of their game, that's an example of a team not playing on the top edge. The chance to make a catch and pick up yardage, you got to have that from your fullback, Brad Baxter, and that leaves the head coach shaking his head.
Thornton back in again. 2nd down and 10. Thornton lines up tight to the left. Johnny Mitchell has not yet caught a pass. He's tight to the right. This is Thornton in motion. And off. Cut back play. Johnny Johnston. 1st down out to the 45.
Boy, this was going to be a foot race to the goal line if it wasn't for Thomas Everett. Real nice job up front by the center, Jim Sweeney and Dwayne White. Here's Sweeney, here's White. But Johnston isn't looking for the cutback now. He sees this huge hole and just takes off straight up the field. Great tackle there by Thomas Everett, or Johnston would have gone a long way.
1st down and 10 after the gain of 13, and Johnston with 39 yards on 9 carries now. Ball at the 45, 12:40 to go, 3rd quarter. In a 7-0 Dallas lead. Johnston heading left. Larry Brown forces him out of bounds.
Smoked out of bounds by Larry Brown.
Johnny Johnston acquired in a draft day trade with Phoenix.
Now this is per play, so this includes pass receiving and running the ball. And you can see both. There's Herschel Walker. Remember when he used to play for the Cowboys?
H. Walker, remember
these
him.
two right here, that 5.5 yards of carry. That's why Johnston and Smith are so important to their offenses.
Jerome Bettis, the rookie for the Rams, of course. 2nd down and 8. Blitz, good job of picking it up. The pass incomplete. Intended for Rob Moore. And Kevin Smith was defending.
Kevin Smith on coverage.
Public address announcer's listening to us. He's mimicking everything. If he talks with a Scandinavian accent, I'm worried.
Yeah, watch the Irishman in the middle here, Jim Sweeney, going to pick up this blitz from Darren Smith. That's why Sweeney's regarded as one of the best of the bodyguards for Boomer.
3rd and 8. Jets are 4 of 9 on 3rd down conversion. Blair Thomas in the backfield. Esiason caught and dropped. Jimmy Jones, who's not played all that well this year, gets the sack. That's number 4.5 for the year.
Johnston is working against Dwayne White, number 67, and White just gives him the outside, and Jones obliges him and takes it. First sack of the game for the Cowboys against this great offense line of the Jets.
Aguiar is back to punt it away, and the Cowboys are coming after Aguiar. That ball takes kind of a neutral bounce and comes to a stop, accompanied by a chorus of boos because it went only 28 yards.
28 yards on the punt.
Cowboys get the ball. 11:22 to go, 3rd quarter.
Someone very special is on that train. That's why you're driving a Buick LeSabre. You love its powerful V6 engine, anti-lock brakes, and steel safety cage body unit. But you bought LeSabre for the dual airbags. One for you and one for that very special person who sits next to you. LeSabre from Buick, the new symbol for quality in America.
Football. Let's watch both.
Miller Lite presents Full Contact Golf. Yeah! We're still on the first hole, Bob, and this is Davis teeing it up. Here's the drive. It is blocked! Brought to you by Miller Lite. If you can combine great taste and less filling, you can combine anything. Oh, he's got daylight going for the green. Here's the putt. There's the blitz. It's good! Yeah! Oh, good beer. Great taste, less filling. Can your beer do this?
Gentlemen, our attempts to stop the Energizer Bunny have failed. We've got to get his battery. And to do it, we need somebody big.
Big.
Big. Ah! It's the end of the road, Mr. Energizer Bunny.
Alvin Harper in the lineup for the Cowboys, listed as doubtful most of the week, but he's played quite a bit.
Sprained his left knee against the Vikings last week, but you wonder if he's been watching his substitute, Kevin Williams, catch 5 passes in the first half. That's amazing how that'll get guys healthy, isn't it?
It's as good as a laying on of the hands. He's in there. And had a big catch in the first half to help set up the touchdown. The only score we've had so far. 7-0 Dallas on first down 10 Cowboys. Into the flat for Moose Johnston. He was Daryl Johnston when he played at Syracuse. Went down to Dallas. And Babe Laufenberg said, I like Northern exposure. His name from now on is Moose. That's the former quarterback who nicknamed him that.
And even when he plays on the road, the Cowboy fans, which are all over the country, they give that familiar Moose call.
2nd down and 6. Emmitt Smith. Mo Lewis, number 57, was up high. Paul Fraze a part of the tackle. That's a gain of 4.
Good block up front by Kevin Gogan right here. That's the right guard. Gets off on the ball extremely quickly. He wipes out the nose tackle, Bill Pickell, and Emmitt just gets right up in that void.
3rd and 2. Jet defense against third down plays has been pretty good this year. 35%. The Cowboys today, though, are 4 of 7. Emmitt Smith. And there is an example of why he is difficult to tackle. He just made contact and won that battle of muscle. Got the first down.
And he has the ability to accelerate once he makes up his mind, and he makes up his mind very quickly. He gets in behind Nate Newton there. There's Gogan again with a key block, and Eric Williams. And that's where the Cowboys have a definite advantage. That is in this man here, number 22, but also the size of that offensive line. Gogan, 330. Eric Williams, 325.
33 yards for Emmitt Smith. Caught and dropped.
But now if the Jets have an advantage, it may be in their quickness. There's Marvin Washington getting in there, disrupting the blocking pattern of Gogan and Williams. And also at number 42, just slicing in there, beating the block of Daryl Johnston and getting in on another tackle. The quickness of the Jets offsetting the size and strength of the Cowboys that time.
Emmitt Smith is going after his 3rd consecutive rushing title in the NFL. Came in 4th spot. Here's Aikman. That ball is tipped and intercepted. Novacek had it in his hands, dropped it, and for the 2nd time today, Troy Aikman is picked off.
And it's Mo Lewis and Jeff Lageman who are wrestling for the ball at the bottom of the pile. Lewis got it, so they're going to have to give him the credit for the interception. The ball was deflected by Bill Pickell right in the middle there. Novacek can't quite make the catch. There's Lewis, 57, and the Jets have the ball again.
To attack the courses, you've got to master the machinery, you've got to use all your resources.
It's not really that difficult to earn the name Goodwrench.
All it takes is all you've got.
Goodwrench, raising the standards of performance on the track and in your GM dealership.
Geronimo thunders across the big screen like a herd of wild horses. Jason Patrick, Robert Duvall, Gene Hackman, and Wes Studi as Geronimo. Rated PG-13. At theaters now.
Cool Wave Aftershave. The fragrance of the Gillette series.
top running back, Byron Bam Morris, powers Texas Tech against the Big 8 force of Oklahoma. The John Hancock Bowl, Christmas Eve on CBS.
Defensive coordinator Pete Carroll's going to drop off both his ends. Here's Marvin Washington. Here's Logman over here. Ball goes up in the air. Logman's going to make the grab, and then Mo Lewis is going to steal it from him on the way down.
And the Jets have their second interception, first down, and they hand it off to Johnny Johnston. Stacked up at the 50-yard line.
I think Logman may want to have this tape right here to prove that he intercepted this pass. There's the catch, and now watch Mo Lewis wrestle it away from him after Eric Williams comes in with the hit. They ought to split that one in half.
Well, they do split sacks. I'd love to see a half an interception each.
Yeah, that's just what we need, is another half an interception.
Officially, they have given it, Dan, to Jeff Lockett.
Justice be served.
Second down and 10. Esiason chased by Haley. Finds Johnson. And he's tackled by Darren Smith. It'll be third down.
Now, this is a 7-0 game, but it's a very exciting and well-played and well-coached game. We've got two of the brightest young coordinators in the league coaching today, both Norv Turner of the Cowboys and Pete Carroll, both who should expect to be getting a phone call real soon from a team that may be in need of a new head coach. Here's Carroll, the defensive coordinator of the Jets, on the sidelines.
Norv Turner is upstairs.
Yeah, both of them should be head coaches next year.
Third down and 9. You saw Smith limping off. Here's Esiason in some trouble. Throws it right, incomplete. Fourth down. So the Jets unable to convert.
And here's Norv Turner getting ready for Troy Aikman to get back out on the field. You know, Aikman's thrown 2 interceptions today and only 2 incompletions. He's 16 out of 20. And 8 of his last 10, so he's got a hot quarterback working.
Aguiar has not been effective. The last 2 of 27 and 28.
And the Cowboys are coming after him.
They don't have anybody back to return the punt. 2 contain men on the outside. They will bring 9. And here they come, and the pooch kick will work. Now let's see what kind of a roll the Jets get. A good one, and good downfield coverage as well. Victor Green downfield to make the stop.
At about the 4-yard line. 45 yards.
7-0 Dallas. They've got the ball at their own 5.
There are many, many infants and young children who suffer from malnutrition. Children underweight, possibly undersized. In this country, there's just no excuse for that kind of tragedy. We're grateful for American Express card members' support. Every time they use the card, they're not just going to be buying a meal or an airline ticket or an appliance or CD player or what have you. They're going to be buying a little piece of the fight against hunger.
You can help. Use the American Express card to join the charge against hunger till December 31st.
So you think driving an Oldsmobile 88 is like sitting in your living room? Well, we've got a photo of your living room here. Love the couch. Now take a look at the 88 LSS. Cooler seats, much better sound system. Plus it handles better than your living room. Not to mention many cars. So if you're gonna sit down, at least do it someplace good. It's your money.
There's a little fun in every bottle of Tots Blanc de Noir. Open up your senses to an incredible new taste in champagne. Tots Blanc de Noir. Alive. Unexpected. Different. Join in. There's a little fun in every bottle. Taste it in Tots Blanc de Noir.
You want to be really merry?
Sunday, a bruiser in the Midwest, Vikings Packers.
Then Steve Young and the Niners battle the Lions.
Ho, ho, ho.
We're big fans.
Good job by the Jets seeing Kevin Williams come up from his deep spot. Clifton lets the kicker, Aguiar, know that he's up there and just tells him get rid of it. Pins the Cowboys way back at their own 5.
Where they hand it off to Emmitt Smith, and he works it out near the 8-yard line.
Emmitt Smith
really heads up, though, by Kyle Clifton, seeing that the Cowboys had nobody deep. So there's no sense for Aguiar to even worry about kicking a nice high spiral. All he has to do is pooch it down the field. Good coverage by Victor Green, and that really backs Dallas up deep.
And ironically, it was Aguiar's most effective punt of the ball game, both in terms of distance, 45 yards, and obviously placement at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 7. Quick set. And the pass is good for the first down out near the 17-yard line. Boomer Esiason on the phone upstairs.
Wondering if they have any pass plays like that. That was a great pass by Aikman to Kevin Williams.
9-yard gain.
Williams is having a career day in his rookie season.
He's got 6 catches now for 70 yards. Aikman, 17 of 21 for 208. Right side again, and the pass on the money again. Michael Irvin out near the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 11.
This is really what sets the Cowboys' passing attack apart from the rest of the league. It's Aikman's confidence in his arm and his receivers to throw this slant pattern into traffic. First, it was Kevin Williams with the catch. That time, Michael Irvin.
Chatting with Jimmy Johnston last night about his 3 offensive stars, Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, and Michael Irvin. He said, Emmitt Smith's a great player. Troy Aikman is a great player. Michael Irvin is a great player when he has Troy Aikman. It's a small distinction, but a very valid one. And here is Alvin Harper with another big catch for Harper. Who's got a bruised knee?
Boy, he certainly doesn't. There's nothing wrong with his hands either. It's a little bit deeper slant this time for the Cowboys. Tiny play action fake by Aikman. The key is he sets his feet well and throws another spiral. And the job of Harper at 6'3", outreaching James Hasty for the ball. And the Cowboys are at midfield.
That's a gain of 20 and the second Harper catch of the ball game. 7-0 Dallas. Under 5 minutes to go, quarter number 3. Aikman, a quick setup again, is hit. As a boy, Marvin Washington went to junior high and high school in Dallas. Played basketball. Was recruited by UTEP and then started playing football.
Shows you the type of athlete he is, fighting through the block of Eric Williams to pick up his 3rd sack of the year. Good job of hanging on to that ball by Aikman. Shows you the kind of strength he has in his right hand.
Loss of 6, 2nd and 16. Blitz. Aikman throws it away outside the tackle. Mo Lewis.
He's complaining that Emmitt Smith held him, and he's right. Emmitt Smith did hold him. Blitz is going to be from the left side. There's Lewis right up the middle. Watch Emmitt put a shoulder on him and then reach out and grab him just barely. And Troy taking advantage of that new rule this year, throwing the ball away once he got outside of the pocket.
3rd and 16, 7-0. Dallas leads. 4:17 to go, 3rd quarter. Aikman will run it, and he's got the first down. Plus, whoa, what a nifty move. What a guy not known for his nifty moves.
His longest run of the year at 21 yards, and the guy he put the move on is Ronnie Lott. Pressure by Lageman. Watch it open up for number 8. He's got a long way to go, though. And not only a long way, he's got to make this guy miss. Here comes Lott with a full head of steam, and down he goes, and Aikman picks up the first down.
In Ronnie Lott's fantasy, the last thing he thought he'd be concerned with today was Aikman running the ball. Here's the guy that bothered him, Emmitt Smith. On 3rd and 16, Aikman gets the first down.
And I guarantee you, Aikman's worst nightmare would be to be running with the ball, needing an extra 5 and having to face Ronnie Lott. What a move.
He must have learned those moves at Hugo High School.
Is that in Henrietta?
Henrietta. That's a... I knew it started with an H. Thank you. Nice catch. Oh, dear.
Hugo High School?
That's where Coach Royal was from. No, that was Hollis. There are a lot of H's in Oklahoma. Here's Emmett Smith. Down to the 23.
It's amazing the way these players of the Cowboys seem to pick each other up. Aikman has had a real good afternoon aside from the 2 interceptions, but now you're starting to see number 22 get involved in the game plan, and he's starting to make the big plays, making people miss, accelerating and getting up into the secondary. Nice block that time by Nate Newton.
And 47 yards now for Emmett Smith. The Cowboys have moved from their own 5-yard line, and on a 1st down and 10, they do use one of their 3 timeouts. 2:22 remaining 3rd quarter. Dallas leads it by 7.
Boston College battles Virginia. The Conquest Bowl, New Year's Day on CBS.
So you think driving an Oldsmobile 88 is like sitting in your living room? Well, we've got a photo of your living room here. Love the couch. Now take a look at the 88 LSS. Cooler seats, much better sound system. Plus it handles better than your living room. Not to mention many cars. So if you're gonna sit down, at least do it someplace good. It's your money.
When I decided to fix my porch myself,
I couldn't quite believe it.
So, who comes to the rescue?
Well, handy he's not. And since when did you get all this energy?
Ever since you got me started on breakfast with grape nuts. It's like you said, this box is full of great mornings.
Well, look, it's right here. Fat-free, natural energy source. I said try it a few mornings.
And I did. And it does help keep me going. You know, Dad, I think I have inherited your handiness.
Yeah, I think you inherited my toolkit. That's what he's got.
Toast Grape Nut cereal helps keep you going strong all morning long.
The client everybody's after wants to meet us for dinner. Can you be ready in 10 minutes?
Norelco introduces the compact speed racer. Why show up at a 7 p.m. meeting with a 7 a.m. shave? The new Norelco speed racer, close and comfortable to go.
Behold, a legendary holiday feast for 4. A plump Colonel's rotisserie gold chicken, 2 large side dishes, and 4 cornbread muffins or biscuits, all only $10.99. Only at KFC. KFC? KFC. Happy holidays.
Back at Giant Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. 2:22 to go, 3rd quarter of play. The Dallas Cowboys lead on the strength of a 42-yard touchdown pass just before halftime. Troy Aikman to Michael Irvin. They have a 1st down and 10, having moved 72 yards on this drive from their own 5 to the Jet 23.5. Aikman, Smith, left side, breaks a tackle, drives for additional yardage, and is out of bounds at the 10. Ronnie Lott and James Hasty.
Well, it was Ronnie Lott who missed another tackle. You got to call him like you see him, Vern, and Lott is not having a good day. Key block by the Moose, Daryl Johnston.
He's from Hugo.
And he knocks Hugo Lewis out of the way. But look at, there's Lott missing the tackle, and Hasty having to come up and push Emmett Smith down.
Gain of 11, 1st and 10. Emmett Smith with 58 yards on 15 carries. Quick set, pass left side, caught by Michael Irvin. And he is knocked out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Ronnie Lott again making the defensive play.
This offense of Norv Turner's have got the Jets back on their heels. They've thrown a couple of slant patterns to Harper and to Irvin. This time, the opposite pass of a slant is the quick out. So the defense is guarding for the slant to the inside. Look how wide open Michael Irvin is in front of James Hasty.
2nd down and 2. Play fake. Aikman can run or throw. He loves it. Touchdown, Michael Irvin. A 95-yard drive. The key play in which was a run of 21 yards by the quarterback for 1st down. And he now finds Michael Irvin for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And 4 straight completions from the quarterback, Troy Aikman. But the big play was that 21-yard run when he made Ronnie Lott miss on a 3rd down and long.
Eddie Murray on to try the extra point. Up and good.
As you said, Vern, Aikman could have run this one in. After the play fake to Emmitt Smith, he's going to show tremendous patience in letting his receiver work all the way back to the outside. Irvin gets behind Thomas. Easy touchdown.
Hey, the Miss Perfect pageant.
Yeah.
We're watching hockey.
Let's watch both.
Miller Lite presents the Miss Perfect Face-Off.
Okay, Bob, Miss Georgia goes to the corner. She pays the price. Here's the puck coming loose. Nice shot. She's gone.
Brought to you by Miller Lite. If you can combine great taste and less filling, you can combine anything.
Oh, that'll be sashing. 2 minutes for Miss Congeniality.
Bad call. Good beer.
Great taste, less filling. Can your beer do this?
So this is a fireman's holiday, huh?
Oh, yeah. Family vacation.
Okay. And you say use Duracell batteries in your flashlight at the firehouse?
Oh, yeah.
Cop it.
Kind of depend on that, like you depend on your buddies at work. And the battery's always there when I need it, whether I'm crawling through a hallway of a burning building, looking for kids, or whether I'm playing with my own kids right here in the woods.
Ever figure out why Duracell batteries last so long?
They take energy from little kids and they put it into their batteries.
Duracell. No other battery lasts longer.
Batteries that don't take a nap.
Loose-fitting jeans. A loose interpretation of the original.
It was Jimmy Johnston who said of Michael Irvin, he's a great player when he has Troy Aikman. And Michael Irvin just caught his 2nd touchdown pass of the game at the end of a 95-yard drive in 12 plays that chewed 6 minutes off the clock. Eddie Murray will kick off. Dallas is up 14-zip, 1:20 to go, 3rd quarter. Murrell fumbles it, picks it up with one hand, but he is in trouble. Now he's not. Works it back to the 20-yard line before Brock Marion makes the tackle.
Defensive backs are taught to drop about 5 yards deep in the end zone and then stop and let the receiver play behind. Watch Irvin come all the way around Eric Thomas, knowing that his quarterback is coming out, but then Thomas just loses Irvin. It's a great circle route here by Michael Irvin, and the confidence that his quarterback was going to come back to him. 6th touchdown catch of the year for Michael Irvin.
Esiason on 1st down for the Jets. Across the middle, that's caught. Johnny Johnson with the grab at the 26-yard line. Darren Smith, number 59, with the tackle.
This is what we talked about, the Cowboys being so unique in this age of the NFL and boring football. These 3 guys are all wide receivers, and that's a lot of yardage getting the ball down the field. Credit Norv Turner, the offensive coordinator, and the hot hand of Troy Aikman.
Here's Esiason into the flat. Baxter with another drop. That's at least 3. 3rd down.
That's something the Jets perhaps should start to think about. Instead of throwing swing passes to their running backs out of the backfield, they got to get Chris Burkett and Rob Moore more involved in the game. And more important than the wide receivers, they got to find a way of getting the ball to their starting tight end, Johnny Mitchell. He still doesn't have a catch today.
1 catch in the last 2.5 games, and prior to that, he had been out for 2 with a sprained knee. And Esiason was saying yesterday he thought it very important to get Mitchell involved in this game early. Too late for that. Now he's got to try and recoup. 3rd down. Left side. Intercepted. Kevin Smith, and he's going to stroll in for the score. He'll pose for a recruiting picture. All we need is a few good men.
Gomer Pyle couldn't have said it any better, buddy.
He tried.
31 yards on the return. That's the 5th interception on the year for Kevin Smith, and his first career touchdown. Cowboys need one good man right now to come in on the wing position for this extra point. And who should it be but none other than Emmitt Smith?
Pretty good man. Esiason exasperated by that play. Smith fooled him. 31-yard interception return for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's a pretty good example, Vern, of a cornerback just sitting, eyeing the quarterback, waiting for that short route, and then stepping in front and seeing nothing in front of him but a dark green patch of end zone. And, of course, you always got to point back at the quarterback that threw the ball. But that's that 4 deep that the Cowboys run. And now the Jets, who Bruce Coslett says their style is to be a ball control offense, down 21-0 with just over 1 quarter to go. They've got to open it up.
Kevin Smith, who graduated from Texas Agricultural and Military University.
You think that's why he stopped off to see the Marines on his way?
Absolutely.
Go Aggies. There's a joke in there somewhere.
Not in Texas. 21-0. 30 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Burrell has it again. Flag, this is going to come back. Brock Marion was taken down. Looked like the WWF that hit Giant Stadium. That will be against the Jets.
During the run back, holding, number 80, half the distance to the goal, 1st down.
Well, Bruce Coslett, the Jet offense, 256 minutes and 18 seconds, no TDs.
And the last guy that scored for the Jets was Johnny Johnston against Cincinnati about 4 games ago.
.21 seconds remaining in this quarter. Esiason, that's going to be dropped. Thomas Everett had it right in his mitts. And he was looking at Kevin Smith, I think, instead of at the football.
Ball goes right off the hands of Johnny Johnston. And right into the hands of Thomas Everett, but the ball, the direction of the ball was changed slightly, and the rotation certainly was. I'm sure that's what Everett's excuse will be.
2nd down and 10. Here's Esiason, right side. That's caught out to the 19-yard line near the 20. Catch is made by Johnny Mitchell, his first of the ball game. That's good for a 1st down, and that's also the end of the 3rd quarter with our score. The Dallas Cowboys 21, the Jets nothing. Our coverage continues after this message from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
This is CBS.
The only way to take winter head-on is in a Ford truck from your local Ford dealer, the Truck Authority. Right now, lease a new Ford F-150 with standard driver's side airbag and rear anti-lock brakes for only $229 a month for 24 months. Or save $1,900 on an ice-gripping Ford Ranger. Take winter head-on at America's best-built, best-selling trucks from the Truck Authority, your local Ford dealer.
know you're doing the right thing. Ford is the Truck Authority.
St. George out front on the drive through the lane. Reverse layup good. Nice drive and penetration by Tate George. On the penetration, George to Fish for the left-hand jam. Matt Fish with the dunk. One throw Double down the lane for the jam. Harold Ellis with the two-hand slam.
Quad City takes on Grand Rapids Saturday, December 18th. For ticket information, call 788-2255. It's a new era of Thunder basketball.
This year, GMC Truck is delivering some holiday packages. Like this brand new Sonoma. It's completely redesigned inside and out. And now, make no payments for 90 days with GMAC financing. All in all, it's a great package.
See your local River Valley GMC dealer.
Join Jerry weeknights following Rush on Channel 4.
Back for the start of the fourth quarter from Giant Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Vern Lundquist and Dan Fouts. The Cowboys extending a 7-0 lead to 21-0 with 2 big plays in the third quarter.
And in a very short matter of time, first this 3-yard touchdown pass to Michael Irvin, and then the interception by that Aggie, Kevin Smith. And we got 14 points in a big hurry.
Second down and 10. Esiason feeling a little heat, goes deep left side. Johnny Mitchell makes the grab. First down, Jets at the 46. It's Rob Moore instead of Johnny Mitchell. Beg your pardon.
And the Jets now will get back into their no-huddle mode, down 21-0. And this is something that Kozlett did not even practice this week, but his team isn't familiar with it enough. And down 21-0, they got to go with it.
That pass almost picked off. That's 2 in the hands of Thomas Everett. Well, he went to Baylor and needs some divine help to hang on to the ball. Dropped a couple. 14:31 to go in the ball game.
And going with the no-huddle offense when the clock is running is a good idea by Kozlett. It's really the only thing they can do. This defense of the Cowboys has played very well this evening. And they got a 21-0 lead.
Jets have now gone 17 quarters without a touchdown. Here's Esiason. That's tipped and incomplete. And Ken Norton.
He can't believe it, can he? Our line judge, Tom Barnes, number 55 there, saw Norton come over the top. Norton was deep into a celebration there, then saw the flag coming his way.
Shadow boxing.
Defensive pass interference, number 51, first down.
This really, this type of situation really plays into the hands of the Cowboys. On defense, they're just so much faster than every other team in the league, with perhaps the exception of the Miami Dolphins. But Norton is a middle linebacker with outside linebacker speed.
First down and 10 Jets. 21-zip, 14:28 to go in the ballgame. Terrence Mathis is in. Here comes Jeff Goat, and that ball is tipped behind the line. And may have been Tony Casillas.
I think you're right, Vern. Casillas is too tired, though, to jump up and down and celebrate. He's had a heck of a game. From the right side of the screen, 75 is Casillas. And watch his right hand. Actually, it was Charles Haley with the right hand, reaching out and making a heck of a play. No wonder Casillas wasn't celebrating.
Second down and 10. If the Cowboys win, they are in the playoffs. The Giants are already in the NFC East. And this time, Baxter makes the grab in the face of a rush, and he's picked up a first down at the 31-yard line.
And now, because the clock is still running, he didn't get out of bounds. Boomer will get the offense up to the line of scrimmage and call the play from there.
Haley comes out, Casillas comes out, Jimmy Jones hurries back in. Cowboys were not set defensively. Esiason will run. And he's down at the 20. Gain of 11.
Yeah, picked up another first down. That just opened up for him. He didn't really want to run, though, did he? Cowboys were not ready with their substitutions, and this is one of the benefits of going with the no-huddle offense. It keeps the situation substitutions to a minimum.
Here's Esiason across the middle. And the pass is caught at the 14. Johnny Mitchell makes the grab.
This used to be a big part of Bruce Coslett's offense, the no-huddle offense that he brought from Cincinnati when he worked with Sam White. Asked him about it yesterday. He said, well, it's really lost its edge. Teams know how to prepare for it now, but the Cowboys don't look like they're prepared for it, or weren't at least on a couple plays ago.
On 2nd down and 4, this time the Jets do huddle up. 21-0, Jets trail. Esiason, right side. That's caught by Chris Burkett, and it is good for the first down. Kevin Smith with a tackle at the 9-yard line. That's a gain of 5.
And no quarterback is more familiar with this short huddle that they're using. They call it the sugar huddle and the no-huddle offense than Boomer Esiason is.
Draw play. Johnny Johnston for a couple, and Johnston's 12th carry of the ball game results in a modest gain of 1. Jimmy Johnson.
Well, the fans don't like that call too much, Vern, because it was a running play. Well, we all love to see the forward pass, but that's a good call against this nickel defense that the Cowboys have on the field.
2nd and goal officially from the 8-yard line. Right side. Caught at the 1. Rob Moore. And it'll be 3rd and goal. Will the drought continue, or can the Jets get it in the end zone?
Well, the Cowboys are making wholesale changes now to get their goal line defense in the game. See, Maryland and Casillas come back in along with Robert Jones, one of the inside pluggers, and Godfrey Miles. All those little DBs have to come out of the game now.
Third and goal. Touchdown, New York. The drought is over. Baxter gets 6.
And they did it throwing the ball. And going with the no-huddle offense. First touchdown in a long, long time for the New York offense.
Blanchard will try and tack on the 7th point for the Jets, and the score comes with 11:28 remaining in regulation time. Extra point is up and good.
91-yard drive for the Jets. Brad Baxter going in the 7th time this year, and he had to get through a few Cowboys to get there.
Rimology by Shaquille O'Neal. The engineers worked the numbers. They figured and refigured. They said it was indestructible. They said it was Shaq-proof. Maybe they should check their math.
When you choose a family car, you put all your eggs in one basket. So, when it came to safety engineering, from standard dual airbags to side impact protection, Mitsubishi did the same thing. Introducing the all-new 1994 Mitsubishi Galant with some of the most comprehensive safety engineering of any car in its class. Lease a new Galant S now for just $500 down and $199 a month.
Okay, I confess. I want my hair to look great. I got better things to do than to mess around with it. So I use a special shampoo and conditioner that cleans and completely conditions without the hassle. Pert Plus. Net result, no matter what I've been doing, my hair does what I want it to. Why would I mess around with anything else?
Pert Plus. Great hair. No fuss.
Doubleheader tomorrow on CBS. We begin with the NFL today. Greg and Terry at 12:30 Eastern Time. Most of you will see Minnesota against Green Bay be in the first game of the 2. And in the second, most of you will watch the 49ers as they go into Detroit to take on the Lions. Others see Phoenix and Seattle or Tampa Bay at the Raiders. Doubleheader tomorrow. It begins with the NFL Today at 12:30 Eastern. Cowboys expecting the onside kick, have 9 men up, and Blanchard does send it deep to the right side. He tried to squib it. It goes out of bounds, and it'll come back to the 35-yard line.
That just kills you. Kicking the ball out of bounds when there's only 1 man deep and they have 9 men up close to the kickoff line. Blanchard puts it out of bounds, and the Cowboys will take over all the way out to the 35-yard line. Talk about a special teams mistake. Coslet saying, come on, Cary. A little late for that, Bruce.
They're on 35. And the Cowboys take over at the 35. It was 7-0 at the half. Dallas scored just before halftime on a 42-yard catch by Michael Irvin. He got another one at the end of a 95-yard drive to make it 14-0. Kevin Smith intercepted pass, 31 yards, and then the Jets just countered. And here's the pass to Alvin Harper going deep. Flag is down. We could have offensive pass interference.
I think you're right, Vern. I think Thomas has his second interception of the day. He's been burned twice for touchdowns by Irvin. This time he picks off Troy Aikman as Harper was trying to knock it away.
Offensive pass interference, number 80. Penalty is declined. First down.
Watch Harper come over the top of Thomas. Ball is a little bit underthrown. And that's a heck of a catch by Eric Thomas. Bouncing back from those earlier 2 plays when he was burned for touchdowns. You bet. Jets ball. Big turnover.
Coming into the game, Troy Aikman had been intercepted 3 times in 315 throws. This afternoon, he's been intercepted 3 times in 27 passes. First down, Jets. 11:18 to go in the ball game. Esiason looking right, finds it across the middle. Chris Burkett with the catch.
And there'll be a lot of people that will second-guess that call by Norv Turner. Why not just give the ball to Emmitt Smith and let him run the clock down a little bit? Here's the big hit on Chris Burkett coming across the middle there. Ken Norton from the front and Darren Smith from the rear. But that's kind of Turner's philosophy. Go for the bomb. Keep the pressure on the defense all the time. That time it backfired on him.
2nd and 7. Good offensive line work. Esiason, good coverage downfield. So he settles for Baxter, who's loose. Fumble! Cowboys football. Dixon Edwards comes up with it.
And a holding penalty against Malamala, which will be obviously refused. Baxter is going to get hit from the rear here. It looked like Darren Woodson, number 28, popped it loose. And look, nothing but blue numbers, white jerseys, silver helmets, and Cowboys around this fumble. They had to take a number to see who was going to recover that one.
That's the 7th turnover of the ball game. It comes at the end of a 24-yard New York Jet game. 4 turnovers for Dallas, 3 for the Jets, and the weather has been terrific. That's not a problem. Here's Emmitt Smith, 1 yard.
No, the problem has been real good defense today. Jets just got a turnover from Eric Thomas on the interception, and then shortly after that, Darren Woodson with a big strip on Brad Baxter gives the ball back to the Cowboys. And you notice Turner gave the ball to Emmitt Smith on the first down play.
2nd down and 9. Emmitt Smith, 59 yards, 16 carries. Lot blitzes, play action. They look deep for Irvin. He's covered, and Aikman will run it. And he nimbly steps out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Picked up 3.
Yeah, you throw a couple of interceptions. When you double your interception output in one game, you have a tendency to hang on to the ball a little bit longer and maybe just run it out of bounds instead of risking another one.
3rd and 6 now. Cowboys will go with 3 wide receivers.
Cowboys are 5 of 8 so far today. 3rd down conversions.
Aikman's only had 2 hit the ground. Fumble! Cowboys football. But it is 4th down.
Blindside shot, Vern, on Aikman from Washington and Houston. Mark Tuinei with the recovery. Big recovery. You talk about big plays. Aikman can't find anybody, and he's just going to be thinking about trying to run for this 1st down. But Houston hits him from the rear, and Washington just rips the ball loose from the front.
That is the 5th Cowboy fumble today. They've only lost 1 of them. And a Jet will kick to a Jet. Terrence Mathis is back. Bobbled the ball. My, oh my. In 1990, he returned a punt 98 yards against the Cowboys. Here, he coughs it up.
Brock Marion with the recovery, and he just coughed it up, wasn't hit at all. Or hardly at all. Here's Mathis, 81. Marion was the first guy down. Vanderbeek hits it over to him, and the Cowboys take over inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they're beginning to play blunder ball here at Giant Stadium. Cowboys have it now.
There's a lot about the new Galant that you may not know. Like being first in its class with dual airbags, standard. In fact, after Automobile Magazine scrutinized the all-new Galant, it said it may be the most car per dollar in its class. A class, we might add, that includes Accord and Camry. The all-new 1994 Mitsubishi Galant. Lease a new Galant S now for just $500 down and $199 a month.
This holiday season, give him a gift that will help bring you a little closer. The revolutionary Gillette sensor.
American Express asks card members to make a difference in the fight against hunger. This is how much of a difference they've made so far. Help us raise up to $5 million. Use the American Express card to charge against hunger, now till December 31st.
Before you thought to dream, Canon had a vision. Before you have a problem, Canon has the solution. We have a way of looking ahead to give your office unlimited possibilities right now. When the rest say you can't, Canon says you can. Canon. Now you can.
CBS Sports coverage of the National Football League is sponsored by Mitsubishi, the new thinking in automobiles. Gillette Sensor and the new Gillette Series. Gillette, the best a man can get. Keystone, Keystone Light and Keystone Dry. And by Canon, a world leader in office equipment.
Bruce Coslett in his 4th year as the head coach of the Jets. Jimmy Johnson in his 5th year. They've seen the ball flying around the field, and Dallas now has a 1st down and 10. And Emmitt Smith gets the handoff and a few yards. Make it double digits in the number, 11. And he's now carried 17 times for 70 yards.
There's not much coaching you can do when you get numbers like this. You see 4 total turnovers for each team, but it's been a wild 4th quarter for the Jets. That was not a fumble or an interception. That's another category of turnovers. That was a muff by Terrence Mathis.
1st down and 10. Emmitt Smith, most dangerous in the 4th quarter, as most great runners are. That's an 11-yard gain followed by a 13-yard gain, and he's getting close to 100.
Well, and it's great blocking, and he gets the help from his fullback, Daryl Johnston here. Watch him just find the hole, too. Went inside and then bounces to the outside and takes care of number 42, Ronnie Lott. Good blocking by that offensive line, but also good blocking by the Moose.
Oh, dear.
How many hands high is he? 16?
Oh, the graphic department has gone nuts. That's a gain of 1. Smith with 83 yards on 19 carries.
Yeah, sometimes you have days when you get some bad news, or you just got to bounce back the next day and have a little fun with things, Vern.
Yes.
See? This is a big Moose, too.
Look at his hometown.
Yeah, he went to Hugo High School in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan.
Well, that's because they wouldn't take him in Hollis. But there is an age in Oklahoma. Draw play, Evan Smith to the 5 and inside the 5 at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, just about ready to nail the old coffin shut, and it's going to be number 22 with a hammer. 3 carries in a row in that offensive line with their size. Good block up front by Frank Cornish, number 68. There on Mercero. That allows Emmett to come into a nice hole and pick up another 8 yards.
3rd and 1 at the 4 officially.
Cornish doing a nice job filling in for Stepnoski.
Johnston. Moose calls. Touchdown. There's a Moose headbutt. He's a guy who also is a bungee jumper. Remember chatting with him about that?
Yeah. Not so sure he's got all his marbles either. He's doing that. And now he gets to line up on the field goal PAT protection team. Does it all for him.
Eddie Murray's extra point is up and good. So following the muff recovery by Brock Marion.
Nifty footwork by the Moose here. Right up the middle, slides to the left, lowers his head, gets in for another touchdown.
That's one of the 10 carries he's allowed each year.
Wouldn't it be great if you were stranded on a desert island with a beautiful woman named Betty? Cool. And while scouting the island, you were suddenly surrounded. You! But then they noticed your shoes. You! Great one! Booga, booga! So they gave you gifts. Keystone, Keystone Light, and Keystone Dry. Specially lined for really smooth. Bottle beer taste, big can! Waiting time! Wouldn't that be great?
For the price of basic transportation, the Mitsubishi Eclipse will take you way beyond basic. Now you can buy an Eclipse for as little as $179 a month and only $500 down. The Eclipse from Mitsubishi. The new thinking in automobiles.
I'm Greg Gumbel back in our New York studio with a reminder to start your football viewing day right here on CBS tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern on the NFL Today. You will hear from a candid Lawrence Taylor.
You want to leave on a winning note, and if that can happen, I think my career has been pretty much fulfilled.
And look out, Terry's been toiling in his laboratory to devise the ultimate ball-carrying specimen. Defenses and everyone else, beware. Here comes Robo running back tomorrow on the NFL Today. And now, back to the Meadowlands.
Victory today. The Cowboys are in the playoffs, and they will get within one half game. Watch what happened with Michael Irvin and Thomas on the touchdown.
Well, he's going to get a good shot at him, and then they're going to wrestle a little bit. Irvin's going to see that Johnston's in the end zone and let Thomas know about it.
Oh, boy. Michael Irvin with 2 touchdown catches today.
Eric Thomas is going to see that sign in his dreams tonight.
Pryor takes the kickoff and gets it back to the 23-yard line. Coming up tonight on CBS, we start with Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. That's followed by the Hallmark Hall of Fame presentation, Oh Pioneers, starring Jessica Lange.
20 yards on the return.
That's tonight on CBS. 5:44 remaining in regulation time. The Cowboys appear to have this one sacked away. They will be at home against Washington next week. The Jets flip it into the left side. It is complete, intended for Brad Baxter. And the Jets wind up with games against Houston and Buffalo.
And Boomer's hurt. He got hit by Thomas Everett there on the safety blitz. The Cowboys have their nickel defense in the game, but Butch Davis, their coordinator, sent number 27, Thomas Everett, right here, coming right at the quarterback with a free shot. And actually, it wasn't Everett. It was one of the defensive linemen that got a shot on Boomer. He was throwing off balance and gets hit on his right hip.
Esiason is still down at the 14-yard line.
It was another blitzing player. It looked like Ken Norton, number 51.
And in the meantime, Jeff Criswell was hurt, and he's walked off.
And Nagel will have to come into the game because the clock was stopped by an injury timeout. The injury to Boomer, that means he has to go out for at least one play. And we'll see number 8, Browning Nagel, come into the game.
Nagel was a starter last year, of course. This season, he has thrown one pass. And it was complete for 6 yards, and that was way back in the beginning of the season. For the day, Esiason with 194 on 21 of 37 and a pick.
But yeah, that pick, though, adds up to 6 points because that was the one that Kevin Smith took in for the touchdown, and that really killed the Jets' chances. Gave the Cowboys a 21-0 lead, and a couple of turnovers later, they still have a 21-point lead.
James Brown is checked in at left tackle for the Jets. He was once a third-round draft choice of the Dallas Cowboys, waived by them, number 76. Second down, Nagel is in at quarterback. That's Mathis in motion. Blitz coming. Nagel is hit and down. Ken Norton got it. Thomas Everett was the first one there.
That's a pretty good couple of plays by Ken Norton. First he knocks out Esiason, and then he gets after his replacement, Nagel. Heck of a block there by Brad Baxter, but he also fell into the center, Jim Sweeney, and he's still down on the field.
Criswell just left, and now Sweeney is down. So on back-to-back plays, 2 of the bodyguards have hit the deck.
And the body they've been guarding hit the deck too. They lose Criswell, Sweeney, and Esiason. There was a great block in this play. Watch number 30 here, Brad Baxter. He's going to pick up the blitzing James Washington here. But then they all dive into Sweeney. It looked like he got his left knee bent and/or his left ankle. That's real ugly. Checking out that ankle.
That is Jim Sweeney, still on his back.
That happens so many times to offensive linemen. I played with Russ Washington for a number of years in San Diego. We were playing the Raiders one day, and he was blocking against John Matusak and doing a good job, and the pile just fell into him from the other side of the formation, and he dislocated his kneecap and tore up his knee. But it's a real nightmare for the offensive line.
Esiason still out. Nagel is in the huddle, and Jim Sweeney is the object of attention at this moment. He's going to be helped to his feet now, and the clock showing 5:37 remaining in the game.
That's a real good sign that he is able to walk off the field. Could have a sprained left ankle there. Looks like it's kind of bent to the outside, doesn't it? If he wasn't bow-legged before, he is now.
He looks like a man who's been the heart and soul of that offensive line, doesn't he? Now in his 10th season, Jim Sweeney. And Roger Duffy has come in to take his spot. 3rd and 17. 5:24 remaining in the ball game. Nagel goes deep down the middle. Kevin Smith is back there, and the pass is incomplete as Mathis knocked it free. It'll be 4th down. 5:14 to go. Now, Jimmy Johnston, in chatting with us late yesterday afternoon, sounded very confident about his team's chances today. And of course, the Cowboys, though they trailed the Giants by a game, still control their destiny because they have defeated New York once. And in all likelihood, it's going to come down to that last game of the season between those two as to which team wins the NFC East. Aguiar. Williams. And he is out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 43-yard punt, 5 on the return. The Cowboys, coming back to New York, will go to 10-4 with a victory today.
And they accomplished what they set out to do. That star right here means that they are in the playoffs, and they will defend their Super Bowl championship. But I like their chances of winning the NFC East, though, Vern. They got Washington next week. Anything can happen there, but they do play them in Dallas, and then they got the Giants here.
5:06 to go in regulation, and Troy Aikman, he was 21 of 27 with 3 interceptions and 2 touchdowns today. Only 3 times. Here's Lincoln Coleman, and he gets the carry, and he fumbles the ball. And the Jets have recovered. Well, if you're a fumble fan, you've been filled to the fantasy level today. Yes, that.
And Clifton got on this loose ball. Well, Lincoln Coleman better be careful. Last guy that fumbled it in this type of situation was a guy by the name of Curvin Richards, and he was cut loose.
He was from Hugo, Oklahoma.
Shortly thereafter. Watch Coleman, Vern. Please watch him. He didn't really get hit all that hard either.
Well, he's getting an earful from Jimmy Johnston. Here's Nagel, right side, and the pass is caught by Mathis, good for a 1st down. Lincoln Coleman is a fascinating story, of course. Made this team off an arena football team that played in Dallas. Started his collegiate career at Notre Dame, dropped out, went to Baylor, sat out a year, gained 300 and some yards there as a sophomore. Was working in Dallas and got a chance this summer because the trainer for the Cowboys saw him playing arena football. Kevin O'Neill, and said, Jimmy, I like this kid. Give him a chance. And then he has now moved into the number 2 running back spot. In the meantime, a blitz, and Nagel rolls out to his right. Incomplete. With 4:51 to go in the game. Report on Groomer Esiason his bruised ribs, and of course they're checking on Jim Sweeney right now.
Coleman's value to the Cowboys is as the backup running back to Emmitt Smith, and what Emmitt likes about it is the first time he's ever had a guy that he feels that can give him that rest when needed.
That fellow talking to him there was Kevin O'Neill, who was the fellow who recommended him to Jimmy Johnston.
Kevin knows his job may be on the line too. The guy just fumbled the ball.
Lincoln, for heaven's sake, hang on to it. Nagel deep, incomplete. And it's 3rd down. Giants Stadium emptying out now as most of the fans here have conceded this victory to the Cowboys. And the Jets will fall to 8-6. They started out 2-4, but in 2 of those 4 losses, they had huge leads that evaporated. They led Philadelphia by 21, and they led the Raiders by 17. And lost both games.
And they're going to look back at the end of the year when they're watching everybody else in the playoffs and wonder what if we had won those 2 ball games.
Here's Nagel on 3rd down. Pass is caught. That's Rob Carpenter, and that is only his 3rd catch this season. Gain of 19.
I think Jimmy Johnston's going to be quite pleased with the effort of his defense this week, allowing only 7 points. But the one thing he's going to be upset about are all those turnovers. You know he's going to find something negative in this ball game, and that's kind of the leader's approach sometimes. Is when things are going bad, you be positive, and when things are going good, you be negative, kind of keep your team on an even keel.
First down and 10.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Understood. And here's Nagel. Ouch. Flag is down. This one may come back. We may have a holding call. Well, one of those notes you dig for when it's 28-7 and 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Ah, you say, what is Dan Reeves doing today?
What is Dan Reeves doing today?
Holding number 67 in the offense. 10 yards. Repeat first down.
What he's not doing is listening to Jerry Austin, the referee. Nor was he watching his former team, the Denver Broncos, play earlier today. Dan took the grandkids to the Radio City Music Hall Christmas Spectacular.
From the Cowboy 33.
You got to do research for these things.
I tell you what, all I know is that they got a tough game against New Orleans in the Superdome on Monday night. And he's well aware that the Cowboys are winners this afternoon.
Giants on the road before they come back. They go to New Orleans and then to Phoenix. And then they face Dallas here, the last game of the season. Here's Baxter. 4:25 remaining. Chad Hennings made the tackle.
Interesting. The only time the Jets got on the scoreboard today is when they completely opened up their offense. They were down 21-0. They came out and scored in 4 minutes and 4 seconds, primarily with Boomer running a no-huddle or hurry-up offense. And their ball control style of offense was not effective today against the defending world champs.
Second down and 14. We're under the 4-minute mark remaining in the game. Left side, pass interference against Brock Marion, as Terrence Mathis was the intended receiver.
Well, that'll give the Jets a first down. That's the good news. The bad news is they're 21 points down and only 3:47 to go.
Number 31, first down.
Brock Marion, the guilty party.
And if Brock's not careful, he's going to lead this man into another tirade in the locker room.
Well, the tirade we're talking about came after they defeated Minnesota last week 37-20 and gave up a late touchdown. Most observers there and most people who play for the Cowboys felt that they played well. And Jimmy Johnston was vocally disturbed about the play of his defense in the press conference after the game. Right side, pass is caught. Carpenter.
But they are the defending world champs, and last week against Minnesota, they pretty much put Minnesota out of the playoff picture. And this week against the Jets, they're going to knock them out of the playoff picture.
Back home next Sunday against the Washington Redskins. And at the beginning of the year, when Washington handily defeated the Dallas Cowboys, who would think that for the repeat, the Redskins would come in at this point, of course, having won only 3 games.
They lost that game, the Cowboys, to the Redskins, 35-16.
First down and 10. Blitz is coming. Nagel goes right side. Another pass interference call against Kevin Smith. Here's Jerry Austin.
Pass interference, number 26, first down.
Well, that left cornerback position today has been one of a lot of action. Right side of the screen, you see Smith going down the field, pushes Carpenter to the outside, does a nice job of knocking the ball away. But I've seen a lot more contact be not called than that little bit of contact by Kevin Smith. Johnson, he gave him the evil eye, didn't he?
He's also checking the clock, though. 3:40 remaining in the ball game. Left side, grab Baxter. Knocked down at the 3.
They really don't have time, the luxury of using running plays with only 3.5 minutes to go, and you're down by 3 touchdowns. Notice they're not even going with their no-huddle offense anymore. Pretty much have conceded this one to Dallas.
So we'll fall to 8-6 for the season. And the Cowboys go to 10-4 in 1993. And they are in the playoffs. 2nd and goal from the 3. That one is incomplete, and we have another flag. Intended for Rob Carpenter.
Carpenter working against Brown, tries to push him out of the way. They're going to call defensive holding on number 37 there, James Washington, but might also been able to call it on number 24, Larry Brown.
Washington gets the nod, and it'll be 1st and goal from the 2.
They really don't lose much, though, do they? Not much yardage, and either time either.
2:54 remains. Excuse me, Dan.
Well, it's a nice 21-point lead.
First and goal. Roger Duffy over the ball. Nagel, handoff. Burrell goes right and doesn't get anything. Dixon Edwards, number 58, knocks him out of bounds. And it'll be 2nd down and goal.
Edwards has had a strong game. He realizes that the Cowboys want to get Godfrey Miles into his position because he's a little bit bigger and a little bit stronger than Dixon Edwards, but Edwards defending his position well today.
As you can see, 6 tackles for Edwards. 2:49 to go in regulation, and 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line.
I just can't believe they continue to run the ball down here, though.
I think concede is the word. Into the end zone. Pop 3, incomplete. Another flag.
Right, Jeff Criswell, he tried to catch this ball, and he injured himself after the deflection. Former All-State quarterback in the state of Iowa in high school. Played a little tight end, too.
Pass interference in the end zone. 1st and goal from the 1.
There's the pass interference against Larry Brown. Now I watched Criswell, number 69, reach out for this ball and then come down with Russell Maryland right on his right arm. I'll tell you what, they're getting real picky with these pass interference calls against the Cowboys.
If this drive lasts any longer, we're going to start promoting 60 minutes.
That's not till tomorrow, though.
That's my point. 1st and goal. 2nd and goal. And they continue to run.
Their best plays have been pass interference calls against the Cowboy defensive backs. Each of them have got one except for Woodson. Washington got one, Brown got one, Smith got one. And Jimmy Johnston starting to do that slow burn.
I thought I caught something rare then. His hair moved.
Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit out of place there, doesn't it?
Brown will do that. 2nd and goal from the 2. 2:03 to go. Here's the pass in the end zone. It's lobbed up, and we should have another flag. Nope. No, no flag. Carpenter and Larry Brown.
They're setting an NFL record, though, Vern. 7 plays now inside the 5-yard line.
And unlike a year ago when Philadelphia stopped the team 7 times, this is not one of the great goal line stands you've ever seen.
The engineers of Mitsubishi have some remarkable ways to measure quality, to check and recheck for even the slightest flaw. Because the truest measure of a luxury performance sedan is not only what it comes with, but also what it comes without. The 1994 Diamante by Mitsubishi. Lease a Diamante ES for just $1,500 down and $333 a month.
At BASF, we don't make the sneakers, we make them bouncier. We don't make the car, we make it more colorful. We don't make the leather, we make it jazzier. We don't make the helmet, we make it more comfortable. At BASF, we don't make a lot of the products you buy, we make a lot of the products you buy better. BASF.
Is someone special expecting something special from you? Don't disappoint them. Send it express mail. Overnight delivery starting at just $9.95. Even on Christmas Day. Express mail from your post office.
We deliver for you.
1:59 remaining in regulation. The Cowboys lead the New York Jets 28-7. Troy Aikman can smile despite the 3 interceptions today because he is 21 of 27 for 252.
There's that new hairdo you were talking about, the bald look for Ronnie Lott.
Didn't work.
Didn't bring him any luck today, that's for sure.
Nope. 3rd and goal from the 2. 7th play inside the 5 in this drive. Play action, go right, incomplete. It'll be 4th and goal from the 2. Carpenter looks back. Kevin Smith was defending on the play.
Carpenter's saying, hey, coach, run that one again. I had him beat. 4th and goal. Yeah, did you see what Costa just said? He just said quick out. And that's the route that Carpenter just ran. Cowboy defensive backs have been sitting with an inside shade, so look for Carpenter to come right back.
I think Bruce played baseball at some point.
Got that good spit down, didn't he?
Got that movement down. 4th and goal. Nagel, same play. Incomplete. Dallas takes over. And they take over with 1:53 left, and big Kevin Gogan comes back on the field. That was a 17-play drive. 6 of them were pass interference.
And no points.
Right. Today's game was produced by Michael Burks and directed by Robert A. Fishman. The coordinating producer of the NFL today is Eric Mann. Directed by Larry Cavallina. The senior producer of the NFL on CBS is Ed Gorin. And the executive in charge of production is Rick Gentile. Dallas takes over, 1:53 to go. And leading 28-7. Up the middle, it's Tommy Agee, who was a part of his team, then cut and brought back. And he gets only his 4th carry of the season. And the clock is winding down to 1:40 remaining. And in the AFC, Miami and Buffalo go into tomorrow's encounters 9-4, Houston 9-4, Kansas City the same. Reverse it and make Buffalo Miami 9-4. Denver wins today. Pittsburgh and Los Angeles at 8-5, and the Jets fall to 8-6.
And the Jets have got to play those 2 teams. Big win today for Denver. They get Tampa Bay next weekend.
We'll be there. Lincoln Coleman out to the 6-yard line. Well, for Emmitt Smith, 91 yards on 20 carries. He did not get 100 today. But on the drive that pushed this one out of reach, he had 3 big runs. It's 3rd and 6 now in the final 48 seconds of the ball game.
3rd and 5 on the 7.
The Cowboys back home against the Redskins a week from tomorrow. And then back here at Giant Stadium 2 weeks from tomorrow to wind up the season against the New York Giants. Coleman out near the 10 on 3rd and 6. The Dallas Cowboys are in the playoffs for the 22nd time in their 33-year history. Michael Irvin, 2 touchdown grabs today. Troy Aikman, 21 of 27 for 252.
And it's going to be a Merry Christmas for Jimmy Johnston. And let me take this opportunity to wish you, Vern, and yours a very Merry Christmas.
And the same to you in Sisters, Oregon. Final score, the Dallas Cowboys win it over the New York Jets. They win it going forward.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, the San Diego Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's look at the standings in the AFC West. Denver winning yesterday, so that means that Kansas City is leading the West by only a half a game. Hello, everybody. This is Charlie Jones and Todd Christensen, and this is a huge ball game. And the reason we can say it is a huge ball game is that's what Joe Montana said yesterday. He said because the home field advantage here at Arrowhead is so important to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Everything here is red, everything here is loud, and as past would indicate in terms of the history of the playoffs, home field advantage is usually the group that finds their way into the big dance.
When they sang the national anthem just a moment ago, you know, it ends home of the Braves. Well, here they home of the Chiefs, 70,000 strong